Imagine a document lands in your inbox. No sender, no explanation, just a list of names, and next to each name, millions of dollars. 18 million, 10 million, 3 million, and those names the children of President Salva Kiir, his inner circle, the people closest to power. Now, here's where it gets even more explosive. The man accused of paying them is Benjamin Bol Mel Kuol, a former vice president who is now under house arrest, cut off from the public with no formal charges brought against him. And that document, it's circulating right now, and the government's response may be more revealing than the leak itself, because to understand why this matters, you have to understand who Benjamin Bol Mel really is. He wasn't a general or a career politician. He was a businessman, but in South Sudan, that line has always been blurred. Over time, he became one of the most trusted financial insiders to Salva Kiir, a man who moved money behind the scenes. Back in 2017, the United States sanctioned him for corruption, but instead of disappearing, his power only grew. By 2025, he had risen to vice president, gained influence inside the ruling party, and was even promoted to a 4-star general. Then suddenly, in November 2025, everything stopped. He was dismissed, detained, and effectively erased from public life. No trial, no explanation. And then, months later, this leak appeared. In April 2026, what is now being called the Bol Mel Electronic Diary spreads across social media. It claims that nearly $42 million flowed directly to members of the president's family. Now, to be clear, the government says the document is fake. These are allegations, not verified facts. But that raises a deeper question. Why do so many people believe in it instantly? Part of the answer lies in how the government responded. Justice Minister Michael McQueen quickly dismissed the document as AI-generated fiction. But at the same time, he warned that anyone sharing it could be arrested. So, in effect, the same authority deciding what is false is also deciding what people are allowed to discuss. And that is where this story becomes bigger than a single leak, because even without the diary, the pattern has already been documented. International bodies like the United Nations and the World Bank have reported that billions of dollars have been diverted from public programs in South Sudan. Roads were promised but never built. Oil revenues were collected but never fully accounted for. And today, more than 90% of the population lives in poverty. So, at this point, the real issue isn't just whether this one document is true or false. It's whether a system can function at all when those in power are the ones controlling the truth, the investigation, and the consequences. And that is exactly the question South Sudan has been facing for years, with no clear answer yet.